to me, welcome back to my channel, Thai here in Thailand. Hope you're doing well. I'm trying a different camera today in a different location. I'm in my back room, as it were, back in the apartment where home I was going to live. And here in Thailand. Sorry, cat, by the way. So welcome back to Thailand. Hope you're doing well. Thai here in Thailand. It can get quite bright in Thailand, and also it can get dark. Essentially, when the sun goes in, it boom gets dark. And also, for instance, interference through heat, etc. So I'm trying different cameras, different positions, to make it a better experience for you. You know, so I've experienced a bit of buffeting in my my videos, etc., which is annoying. So, but I do apologise if you've experienced that. I was go by watching it because it's not what I want to do. I want to do a professional thing. Well, you know, as much as I can. I'm not a professional, as you probably can see. But again, I'm just eager to get this content and talk about things, and each and every day, and push back on the media, for instance, which is polluting the airwaves, the radio, and whatever about for instance, about our football club, mainly about our football club and lies and the 115 crap, etc. And I'm just sick and tired of it, really. And so for instance, but this is one of the reasons why I do what I'm doing. Anyway, so you can see I've got my trusty fan here. It's about 30 degrees here in Thailand, lovely sunny day. Humidity is definitely back again, about 80% humidity. So for instance, this is something you've got to live with. So, and again, we're listening to the negativity of about the Club World Cup, and the likes of Danny Murphy yesterday on Talk Crap, talking nonsense. I actually started agreeing with Simon Jordan. I can't believe it. I agreed with Simon Jordan. I just couldn't believe it. Oh, honestly. But listening to him and then listen to Goldstein later on, I don't listen to him. I listen to clips on YouTube, and I think, oh, because you know, I think what they're moaning about now, and I just happened to, but listen to his argument as well about the Club World Cup drives me absolutely mad. So let's just get into it for 1 second. And I just think his argument and his how the fact that he's never seen a game, he doesn't want to see a game, and he's not interested in seeing games. And even if Liverpool were playing, etc., he said, I wouldn't watch it. Which basically is it's just bitterness. It really is. It comes across as bitterness. It's come across as crap. And again, for instance, even Simon Jordan, when he mentioned it, he talked about it. I agreed with what he was saying, and he said he's playing down to the narrative because the media has come out and trashed the tournament, saying about the empty stadiums, the heat, the time of the year, players don't want to go, blah blah blah, and it's everything that what the media has come out with is what Danny Murphy came out with, and it's all poo, you know. And there's many good reasons why you should champion this tournament, as far as I'm concerned. As far as a Man City fan is concerned, you know, and again, people believe me, don't believe me, up to you, what's it go? But it's the mere fact that, for instance, we're watching competitive games. For instance, rather than watching pre-season friendlies, regardless when we go off on these these tours, and we go here, there, and everywhere else, and prevailing Man City game, and then we watch the players play in these mainly friendlies, and the players don't put that effort in. At least you're watching players putting the effort in, and in games, in competitive games. And if you're going to a game, and if you want to promote the Premier League, the likes of Premier and the football club, you want to see the best players playing the best and playing to their maximum. So, for instance, so yes, it's important that I prefer the Club World Cup to a normal pre-season, you know, go out here and tour in America, Southeast Asia, blah blah blah. Okay, so that is one reason. Number two is that like Tiana Reinders there, and Ryan Turkey says, Tiana Reinders has actually come out in an interview saying that, for instance, being at the Club World Cup, being in this competitive environment has helped him settle in better. So Murphy was moaning about the fact that the players are on a jolly up and they don't care. But that's a load of rubbish, because it's coming out from the players. They're saying how much happy they want to be here at the Club World Cup. For instance, also they have the families with them as well, and also perhaps giving them a bit of downtime as well, so they go off playing golf and go swimming and do whatever they want to do. but they're also spending quality time with their families. So that is like a holiday as well. So to a point, but you know, I know what you understand what I'm saying. So it's another crap by what Murphy said. He also, as I mentioned about the time of year. Now, okay, it's summer. Okay, now I don't know how many times you played in tournaments during the summertime, Euros, whatever. And next year, where's the World Cup going to be played? America. When is it going to be played? In the summer. Oh, again, it's just another thing to hit the Club World Cup in. Are you going to say the same thing next year about the World Cup, which is going to be played in the summer? Okay, so again, it's just this another crap what Murphy's coming out with. You just got to play it. You know, people moan about the weather in Manchester. People moan about how dark and rainy and crap it is. But I swear to God, from a person who's lived in Manchester, grew up in Manchester, to a person now who lives in a 30-degree every day, and when we listen to the fact that why would a player want to go to live in Manchester because it's all raining and dark? They want to go and live in Spain, for instance. Now, Spain at the moment, temperature rise is about 40 degrees. Spain's temperature is warmer than England. But the type of football the Spanish play is more slower and methodical rather than that. Reason why the Premier League is so successful because the speed of the play. Now, if you're playing in 40-degree heat all the time, or whatever, or in 30 or whatever, you know, like for instance in Spain, etc., you've got to play a more slower, you know, a pace, aren't you? So, for instance, so you won't have that speed. That's fast pace and whatever you have to pay for 90 minutes. Whereas in rainy Manchester, right, you've got that speed, you've got that climate where it is conducive to playing fast attacking football. Okay, so the moment everybody moans about playing in the Premier League, playing in Manchester, why we only go and play in Manchester? Why go and live like it's some dark, seeded ghetto, which it is not. But the mere fact that it is better to play in an environment like in England, like Manchester, than it is in, say, in Spain. Or would you go to would you want to go and live in Thailand, etc., or whatever, in 30 and play 40-degree? You know, I see people running around it. I think that's stupid. I go running every second day, 20k here in Thailand. I'm up at 6 a.m. I'm out by 7. Out running by 7. I'm doing a stretches for a good hour. And then before I go, and I'm back, and then I get to my halfway point, go for a swim to cool my body down, get back, get dressed, etc., do some yoga, and then get back home. And I'm back before, you know, midday. And the reason why, because it's about 36 degrees. Now you see a lot of, you know, big men, look at me, I'm, you know, like, you know, right off the t-shirt, phalanx, look at me, running around in 40-degree heat. Stupid. Okay, but they're doing it only not because they can run in 40-degree heat, it's because they're trying to impress whoever they're trying to impress. They're small-minded people. Well, look at me, look at my body. I know, it's kind of crap. Anyway, so getting back to the point, so that's another one of Danny Murphy's stupid excuses put to one side. He talks about the crowd. Now, they're playing in these enormous stadiums. Now, America's stadiums are a lot bigger than the United Kingdom's, even though we get a pretty good, you know, Emirates and what's it called, the Etihad expanding, the, you know, 60,000 seat stadiums. But they're playing in 72,000, 80,000 seat stadiums. For instance, in the middle of the day, where people are working, and for instance, and also playing. For instance, ridiculous time, and also paying expensive tickets. Now, if they played in the NFL football teams, except stadium, they would be a lot better, but they haven't. So they're playing in these massive stadiums, which is ridiculous. The last game against Manchester City, last game against Atlanta for Man City in Atlanta, it was 40,000 people. Now, 40,000 people, if you stuck that in the Villa Park, if you stuck it in, or in Chelsea, that's a 38,000 seat stadium. That's full stadium with a few thousand people stood outside. So, I'm sorry, you know, and again, American football, soccer is not the number one sport in America. It doesn't, you know, you got soccer, hockey, things like that. So any person go on and say, well, they're not talking about this, nobody. It's just ridiculous. Another stupid comment. It's just a slagging off the World Cup because your team is not there. So Murphy's excuse, or Murphy's reason why he was moaning yesterday, was just pathetic. And people moaning about the Club World Cup. You can talk about the ethics, but you can talk about the ethics of the Champions League, the expanded Champions League. You got more. A lot of the how many people of those in the Champions League were champions last season? Man City was one of them. Okay, Liverpool weren't. So why were Liverpool in it? And also the teams at the bottom. You talk about the teams at the bottom of the Auckland City, but Auckland City, for instance, or the bottom of the everybody was moaning about the bottom half of the Champions League. Why are they in it? Why are they in it? So even though they weren't champions of their nations, but again, it's another crap. And so, for instance, in Auckland City got £2 million. £2 million has got to go a long way in their, what's it called, in their league. So again, it's a win-win. Again, so I don't think you can criticise the Club World Cup. You really can't. And also, if the team prepares correctly, which Manchester City, I believe they're doing with the, and with the players. And so for instance, and it's good, and I'm happy, I'm delighted, I'm sorry may it continue. It's only every 4 years, it's not like it's every year, of course. But okay, never mind. Let's move on. Pep Guardiola had a chat about, for instance, a few things. So he had a press conference. He talked about Rodri. Rodri can only play 30 minutes, cannot play more. He came on for about 30 minutes. He said he can't play 90 minutes at the moment, 35 minutes. I don't know whether he's going to start with Rodri tomorrow, for instance, but or today for you guys. It's to me tomorrow. It's a 9 o'clock kickoff. Sorry, an 8 o'clock kickoff UK time, 2 a.m. kickoff for me. So with role reversal this time. So when I wake up in the morning with little bags in my eyes, you can understand why. Right, he's not ready for 90 minutes. He's making step forwards in the last 3 or 4 days, but he didn't have some niggles or sometimes, but he's happy at the moment. And Rodri's also echoed that and saying he feels good. So the heat, well, he said it's obvious, we cannot change it, right? So it's better to play like in the last stadium, the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, which was indoors, to a fantastic stadium. We played in a fantastic, but it was all the teams have to handle it. So it is what it is. And again, I saw that's what he said. I saw the BBC's interpretation of what he said. It was totally different from what he said. As far as, for instance, he was talking about Rico Lewis and his charge, and he was he doesn't understand why a guy praised him for his kickabout and how he looked good, for instance, but the South American teams may be more in form because they're in the middle of their competition. The rest of the teams, European teams, are at the end of or the beginning of the season, and you can see it. But with saying that, though, a lot of Man City players are still haven't finished their season. You're talking the likes of teams who've gone like Haaland, you've got Diaz, you've got Bernardo, and they were in haven't stopped playing. But Bernardo Silva said he has had 5 days off, so I wouldn't actually say he's out of conditioning in any way whatsoever. One big thing was Pep Guardiola on Rico Lewis, 3-match ban. I'm pretty sure referees don't know Rico. He's a lovely, sweet guy. But sometimes in defence you got to go in hard and aggressive, and unfortunately it was. But it was a shocking, getting him sent off was one thing. Getting a 3-match ban compared to Nicholas Jackson, who deliberately went it into the player, shocking. It really was. No, I'm not happy about that at all. Okay, so I decided that we're going to come to the World Club to compete, make good training, but in the rest days I want the players to completely relax. If they want to play golf, play golf. If they want to go to the beach, go to the beach. If they want to at the pool, be with their families, take a day off. Otherwise, they have to come back ready for football though. We are an incredible place, so that's why we have to make different activities together, sometimes alone. We arrive fresh at training, as long as we're very fresh at training, especially the days of the game. Yeah, so for instance, but one thing which came, which question it did get asked, was about Edison, and to which, for instance, in his response was a little bit on the line, as it were, for me. I don't know what I can say, but I am pleased and delighted with what I am seeing in training. I'm delighted with Eddy. He's still with we're still with Man City. We cannot define what he has done in the is incredible, and particularly a decade together without him. His contribution has been massive in many aspects, and I'm really pleased. Which means that he definitely doesn't know whether Eddy's staying or going. That to me, that is a concerning. That's what he said. That it's like saying thank you very much for what you've done. I want to continue, but he's yeah. So I was a bit nervous about that one. I'm seeing good things from Man City. The squad this season, it will be tough. I know it, but the terms, I feel very positive. Echeverry. Out for 3 weeks now, 2-3 weeks. He did continue, and he scored his goal, for instance, after the he got the injury, and he continued till half time. But it looks like he's got ligament damage. And I saw the way his foot, and yeah, I get it on my foot, etc. Hurts, and for instance, unfortunately, I don't have a boot. I just got to strap it up and crack on. But yeah, they all continue. So, but it's a shame, really. Jenna Reinders, for the first few weeks, it's been very good. I got a good welcome. Everybody's been helping me when I need, and I have got a good feeling. Being here together in America has made everything easier. Directly, I'm 24/7 with the guys, so we get to know each other better. When you start, you start at the FIFA World Cup with the pool stages. You always want to end up on top. That's our goal. We want to win versus Juventus, finish first. From there, we will see who'll be facing the rest of the tournament. It's a big prize, so we're really excited, and going to the next round. We're really here to want to win the games, and a lot of it's expected from us. Our first few weeks has been very good, and everybody's helping me. So, but he's a happy guy. So yeah, I just get the impression that, for instance, he's very happy and gets settled in. But he's right what he's saying. Again, Murphy wrong. He's City right, because again he's out of the Club World Cup. Turkey was insisted that he wants to be a part of the Club World Cup because they want to play in these tournaments. And people talk about, oh well, they're going to be tired, la la la. But the fact is, these people know themselves and they want to play in these big competitions. And that's the reason why he came to Man City, because they want to play in big competitions. And also it's a good bedding in. And he wants to see how and way Man City play. So no, I'm sorry, I'm not buying anything whatever these media crap says, and that's the reason why I'm doing this, because you got to push back against these idiots. Rodri, my mission is to return to the individual level at the group, where we can take the best of me, especially leadership and captaincy. I can show now I'm one of three captains. Above all, I want to raise the morale of the team, which has been a winner, and I'm sure we can do so. Jason Mactee, he was in just moving on from the Club World Cup. He was in the 21. England got through. Congratulations, England! They're now to the final. He played I think 80 minutes of the game. So offensively, well done to Jason. He was the captain again. Played up front or just behind striker. The Mamouche rule. Well done, Jason. Any other news? Etihad Stadium looking good. The last two bits of the Etihad Stadium's coming down. I don't even watching it. It looks good. The old roof is coming down, so that's progressing very well. Talk about Rodri coming to Manchester City. I can't see it happening. I really can't. Seriously, I can't. I just don't see him. And where will he go? As LB said yesterday, I was watching LB's channel, and he was saying these 8 people in our 8 midfielders. Where's he going to play? And so I don't see Rodrigo coming to Man City, and also the price we're going to pay for him. Good player, yeah, but I don't know. Prima donna, maybe. What's it called? But again, I just don't see where we're going to fit him, and I'd rather stick with the squad at the moment and not lose what we've got at the moment. No, just go with what we've got at the moment. I think just get a right back and decide on the goalkeeper. If a good right back come in, but then again, just keep newness. Apart from that, again, we are close to the Euros, the ladies' Euros. They're playing soon. So the Juventus game. That's about it really. So, but no, I'm very happy. It just shows you, for instance, this Club World Cup. Oh yeah, the Club World Cup. There's a couple of games went on. Just to mention a couple of games. There we go. Inter Milan, Group E. So Inter Milan won, so they came top of their group, which is good for them. I think they had a dodgy start, so they beat River Plate 2-0. I haven't seen the game, but there's 2 sending off by River Plate, so I'm going to have a quick look at that. Urawa Diamonds lost against Monterrey 4-0. So let's see how that group finished. The table. Okay, so Inter Milan came 7 points, won the group with 7 points. Monterrey came second with 5, River 4, and Urawa Red Diamonds 0. So we've got now Group G and Group H to finish, and they'll be finished. Well, it is tonight. So yeah, I'm nervous, but I've got confidence, I really do, with what I've seen so far, and I think we'll play a very strong squad, and it's going to be a good game, and but you're a very good team, but I just do believe that we're better, so I've got great confidence Man City will win. Guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. True with from Thailand, let me know what you're thinking. Am I right? Is Murphy, do you agree with Murphy, or do you agree with me? What's it called? But I don't know, is that from something I'm enjoying the football, or go to bed to watching a bit of football and wake up watching a bit of football. This morning I'm going to wake up at 2 AM to watch football, but it's just what I've got to get used to. Anyway guys, gonna love you, leave you. True Blue Tie from Thailand. Take care, I'll speak to you tomorrow.